day and welcome back to Shed Wars. I misplaced my sunglasses. I better find those or I'll have my reputation ruined. Finally, it's perfect gardening weather today. Have to use some fly repellent to keep the biting insects off, but apart from that, it's perfect. I brought out, you've seen in an earlier video, I was hardening these off. So everything now I brought out here that's been hardened off. I have a couple of things that's not ready yet. And today, everything is going in the ground. Your carrots germinated better than mine did. There are some that haven't germinated, but the greater percentage of them have. I have, well, all of these lettuce are still alive, so oh, there's one dead one there. So now, some of this is going in the Shed Wars garden, not all of it, but what doesn't, it's going in the ground elsewhere. So I've got everything out, including our tomato plants. See, I didn't get all the weed roots when I did the weeding earlier, but now I'm going to go through and take out those few plantain that's there. And the radish seeds, I'll only take out what is right in the way for me setting the carrots and other plants. I drew up a pencil drawing of the diagrams that I've done in Adobe so that I can know what goes where. And in this first bed I have National Pickling Cucumber, which they're not ready, Scarlet Nantes, carrots, Latino kale. Oh, I've got one, I gotta find out what that one is. Latino kale, Italian parsley, early round Dutch cabbage, Denver's 126 carrots, and then Benning's green tin, which is going to go up a trellis. So I want to start with the carrots. Do both of them at once. Should have wrote down how many rows it was, but I think that's what it was. It extended into 3 feet, starting at 6 inches from the edge. The carrots are supposed to be 3 inches apart. Do a sifted compost on top. It makes that job so much easier. Apparently I'm getting 8 carrots across the rows. This top one is Scarlet Nantes. I have my dibber that I made to make sure the holes are deep enough. Worms, I'm scaring out the worms. They're set. See the holes? I got some missing. Thing is, that's going to require me to think now. I got a space I got to fill in. And I've got a few right there missing. I don't have enough, so now some of them might germinate, but we shall see. Now, what's next? Right beside the Scarlet Nantes, I have to go in and see what those two are supposed to be. Yellow pear tomato was what that was. When you're planting tomatoes, it is a good practice to plant them pretty much as deep as you can, because tomatoes actually have vine that will root along its stem anywhere it touches the ground. So if you plant your tomatoes deep, they'll have roots down deep where the water pretty much will be always moist, but then they'll have roots right up to the ground surface, both to have more roots, plus the more nutrients are in your compost on the surface. So you'll be sure to give your tomatoes the best conditions possible. We just loosened this last year, so as you can see, nobody stepped on it, it's not compacted. You have to be careful that you don't move fast sideways with these, because the stems on these can break. Now I'll remove the leaves that are beneath or close to the ground surface, soil surface. Like that. They can go down there in the hole. While you're at it, throw out the rocks. Don't need those down there. Also, as I said, tomatoes are a vine. They're not actually meant to stand up unless they have some sort of stake or trellis. So you take a stick. These grow quite tall, so I'm going to have to replace this stick later, but for now I'm just putting the shorter one in. Put a stake down beside, and this is Shedwars. I am not using purchased plant tags to tie this thing on. You remember the rhizomes, grass rhizomes that I said you had to get out of your beds? Let them dry out a little bit. And use them to tie up your tomatoes. They do come in handy. I'm going to need one of them over there, and one of these for putting in the other one. Did I mention that yellow pear tomato is a very hardy tomato compared to, according to what it was when I grew it before? Need to put another one further up. Found my sunglasses. Crisis averted, reputation restored. Has planted out what's ready. Up at the end here was supposed to be National Pickling Cucumber, which is not ready to go out yet. Then we have Scarlet and Auntie's carrot with the volunteer radish that's growing here. Yellow pear tomato. Latino kale. Italian parsley. Early round Dutch cabbage. Denver's 126 carrots. And when they're ready, Benning's green tint squash is going down at the end. In this bed, I've put 5 Sugar Prince pea along the end here. We direct sow peas. We've never had problems with birds digging them up or pulling up the seedlings. And next to that, we have 2 snowball cauliflower, 2 Godzilla broccoli. We have 6 baby Swiss chard, 6 lettuce mixed greens. We have 4 bouquet dill. Next to that, currently getting hardened off, we're going to put in 6 Landrath bush beans. Then we have 6 butter crunch lettuce, 6 salad bowl red lettuce, 2 mortgage lifter tomatoes, and when they get hardened off, 2 Marketmore cucumber. So that's Shedwars garden for this year. Hope you enjoyed it, and let's watch this grow.